Daniel's Story, Chapter 9, Part B. The train slows down and finally comes to a jarring stop. The doors are thrown open and we are ordered out. Prisoners dressed in striped pajamas help us out of the car. Many in the car are dead. I look around, desperately trying to catch a glimpse of my family. People from other cars aren't treated as politely. Out! Out! German guards scream. There are many guards with machine guns and dogs. There is panic everywhere as people scream and call to family members. We are pushed toward an enclosure, where we are told to leave all our belongings. I put down my rucksack, but I leave the pictures in my boot. I think of the rest of the pictures hidden in the cupboard along with my diary. Maybe if I don't survive, someone will find it all and remember me. We are hurried out of the enclosure and marched back along the railroad tracks. We reach a huge open field. Barracks are on either side of the field, and to our left there are chimneys. Smoke pours out of the chimneys, and the glow hovers over the camp. There is a terrible smell from the smoke, which makes me gag. I have never smelled anything like it. The field is full of people who must have arrived from all over Europe, many with the Star of David sewn to their coats or jackets. Desperately, I look for my family. And then I see them. They are a few hundred yards ahead of me. I scream, "Mother, Father, Erica!" But they can't hear me because suddenly a selection has begun. Dogs bark, soldiers scream, the men are beaten about the head and back. Lines are being formed, women on the right, men on the left, all in single file. Then the SS officers go through the women's line and separate some of the healthier-looking women from the children and old women. The children scream and cry. The mothers try to run after them. Some are beaten. One is shot. Both lines are marched off. I push my way through the crowd of men until I am behind Father. "Father!" He turns. His face only shows disappointment. "They caught you," he says, tears coming to his eyes. "It's all right, Father. We'll go through this together," I say. "Together, we'll be stronger." He hugs me close. And then our selection begins. A German stands at the front of the line and points with his thumb to the right or to the left. One side will live, one will die. That much I know. "Slap your cheeks, Father," I order. "Bite your lips." He does so. "Stand up straight." Father is only 40 years old. He looks much older because of everything we've been through. Still, he isn't sick and his hair is black. That should help. I bite my lips and pinch my cheeks. The line moves slowly. I can see that those being sent to the right are old and sick-looking. It is my father's turn. He is sent to the left. And then it is my turn. I, too, am sent to the left. We are taken into a barracks where we are forced to undress. We have to leave our things. I tuck my pictures deep into my boots. Then we are hustled into a long room that has 2 benches running down the center, and prisoners with razors standing along the benches. The guards are constantly screaming at us and pushing us, so we don't have time to think or react. Our heads are shaved, and then our entire bodies. The barbers cut us as they shave us. Then the guards push us into another room where prisoners pour disinfectant over us. I can't help but scream. It is terribly painful because I am bleeding from the cuts the barbers gave me. I shut my eyes and put my hands over them so none of the disinfectant gets into my eyes. Everyone is screaming. We're rushed into another room where striped uniforms and wooden clogs are thrown at us. And then we are beaten and pushed outside and into another building. We dress as we run. I can't find Father. I know he must be here, but I can't find him. And I realize that I will never see my pictures again. God, how I hate them for taking everything away from me. Finally, we are pushed into a large barracks where there are 3 tiers of bunks. "Father! Father!" I cry. A man in front of me turns around. "Daniel? Father?" We are so changed with our shaved heads and uniforms, we didn't even recognize each other. "It suits you, Father," I say, trying to smile. He grabs me and hugs me. Mother and Erica are dead, Daniel. I found out from a guard that the smoke is from bodies burning. But first they are taken into huge rooms, and then gas is thrown in and they choke to death. Oh, God help us. All that suffering, and then to die like that. Father, they may have survived the selection, I whisper. We did. Into your bunks, a German guard yells as he swats at Father with his stick. Now! Father and I scramble into a bunk with 10 others. Lights are turned out. The only sounds are the moans and sighs of men and boys like us who have just lost everything.